What's going on? What's going on, guys?
How you doing? This is Smoke saying Greg here on Wolfpack Wednesday or podcast. We got Root and Val from Haze Grays. Yeah, Yosley and Graffy.
What's
Yes,
up, guys?
sir. What's going on? What's going on?
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having us on.
Yes, sir.
How
Yes,
are
sir.
you? How are you, Rui? How are you, Bao, Greg? What's going on? Rafi, what's going on? What you guys got? I brought the Patriot to try for the first time ever. I love the band.
We got the
Isa
Admiral.
Maduro, right, Rui?
Yep. Double Maduro wrapper.
I'm smoking our Admiral.
Nice,
Listen,
nice.
listen, real quick. Before we actually started, we gotta say it, man. Thank you for your services, man. Just want to get that out there. Thank you for your guys' services, bro. I know we're gonna
Definitely.
be talking about cigars, but let's get that out the way, man. Thank you for your services, man, and everybody else out there watching.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. It was
Yes,
an
sir.
honor.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yep. Now we can talk about cigars, man. Let's go. This is what we came for.
All right.
I'm
So
loving I'm loving the bands, man. These bands are beautiful. Sorry to cut you off, man, but this band, I love it.
Yeah,
and
Um,
if you notice, they got some detail into the band too.
yeah, man, I love it.
That's
Yeah,
very
we
neat.
when our first bands came out, they're really basic. They had our logo on it, and it just
Okay.
we color coded them so we people would know which cigar is which. And then when I launched, I met a guy who'd been in the industry for about 10 years, worked at a local cigar lounge here in town, and I asked him, what he thought. Gave him a couple of samples, asked him what he thought, and he said, "Your cigars are great." He goes, "But your bands are elementary at best." I was like, "Hey,
All
Bert,
right.
I don't want to hurt,
Okay,
man. I was
thanks.
like,
Yeah.
shit back then,
Be like, all right,
It's like
thanks.
we're gonna kick you when you're just getting up.
Yeah. So then my brother joined, and I was talking to my brother, and I'm like, "Man, we got to do something with the band." So we'd sit out on my patio for a good, I think it was about 2-3 weeks, just coming up with ideas of bands, and then we linked up with this company that makes amazing bands, and this is what came out. So, and I'm sure we'll get into the story of why it says War Dogs and why we're Haze Gray, but we'll get into that. Kind of it'll come full circle.
Okay. Yeah, man. So right now, I mean, I know it's a dog tag. I didn't look at the Patriots. So what are all of the bands the same or just the same on the Brotherhood one and the Admiral, it looks like?
Nope. So the bands are all the same on all the cigars except for the
Okay.
Patriot. And there was a
Okay.
reason why we did that was we had one blend left up our sleeve that we were ready to be able to break it out.
Okay.
And so my brother and I were sitting around smoking, talking, and he's like, "Hey, we built this platform for a reason, right? We wanted to help out the veteran community, first responders." He said, "What if we take the last blend we have and use that to help the community out?" Okay, what's
Okay.
mine? So we teamed up with 2 nonprofit organizations, and so and he ended up calling, for helping out the veteran community, we need to call it something patriotic. So the Patriot was a no-brainer.
Okay.
So we teamed up with 2 nonprofits. One's called Operation Tackle Box. The other one's
Okay.
Operation Zero. Operation Tackle Box gets the veterans acclimated back to society, doing the hobbies
Okay.
they love doing, along with
Nice.
helping them get their VA benefits. They'll sit
Okay. All right.
and just hammer it out with the VA, and they'll take veterans out on the boat, and just even if they're not fishing, they're just sitting there talking and just
That's awesome.
just getting things off their chest. Operation Zero is on the other end of the spectrum. They actually raise money to help. They help veterans, but they also invest that money into call centers, education, getting the veterans the support that they need. So
Okay.
we're looking for a third one that will help service dogs, right? Because our original name when we came out, we were called War Dogs. and the whole thing was we were going to help out the service dogs, and we just haven't been able to jive and click with the right nonprofit yet. So that we're still hunting for one of those, and once we'll the sales 15% of that cigar goes to the donation pot, and every quarter we divide the money up amongst 2 or 3 nonprofits.
There you go, man. That's nice, man. Awesome.
Nice.
Giving back is the best thing.
Awesome, man.
Because they definitely don't get that government at all times.
Rui, and
That's part of the reason why I
okay.
linked up with
Rui,
them. Because back in May, Rue reached out to me after sharing different social media posts. I had told him that I was a rep for Silent Hero, trying to get him promoted too because of the veteran base backing and how he gives back. And I love everything. I tried every one of the cigars, love every single one. The Brotherhood still kicks my butt every single time. But like I said, that platform that he's on, it sounded great. And we just kicked it off going in May. And then we got it to you guys here in this past month in July to get the ball rolling with you guys.
yeah,
Good
no,
stuff,
I wanted
man.
to announce today during the live that the Haze Gray was already at the website, but thanks to USPS, it's not. Bro, that thing has been running around Miami for like 3-4 days. That's crazy.
Insane.
That's
That's
insane,
crazy.
bro. I was like, man, by the time we hit the podcast, I'm gonna be able to, tell everybody that we have the cigars available on the site. Yeah, still waiting for them, and it doesn't even have an ETA yet, bro.
Yeah, it just got to the center today, which is it blew my. I mean, I was already thinking you already had the cigars. We were up in
Yeah, I wish, bro. I wish I would have told you. It went to the actual distribution center that it's on my zone, and now it went back to the general one, and now I know it's gonna go back to the original distribution center that gets my packages, and then we're looking probably till next week. Sucks, bro. You know what I'm saying? But hey, guys, I mean, everybody watching us on Instagram and YouTube, Haze Gray will be available at Wolfpack Cigar Club on the site really soon. I'll let everybody know once the cigars are available for sale. And we'll let every member know, everybody know what's going on, guys. Everybody joining us.
Welcome,
Appreciate
everyone.
you guys coming
Yeah,
in.
man.
Jimmy,
Yeah,
Jennifer,
man. Guys are coming in. So
Ru-
right now, so I see that you guys have what, 7 in cigars in your lineup?
Yep.
Or all right, so 7. So I don't know if you want to kind of like, talk us through it, like which one was the first one, like all the way up. I mean, I'm looking at the notes here now. I'm actually afraid to smoke the Brotherhood. I don't even know. I'm I'm looking at the I'm looking at the details of it, and I think I'm like pushing it away from myself because I'm not really a full body smoker like that.
Have
So
a full meal.
yeah, so I'm kind of like weird about that, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm actually smoking the Admiral, smoking really nice, man. A Habano. I'm a Habano smoker, and I love Nicaraguan tobacco, so this is literally right up my alley, man. So I'm loving it right now. But yeah, if you want to go into like, I guess the 7 different sticks that you have, and
Yeah.
kind of like give us the order of origin for each one of them.
Yeah. So we have the full body, which is our Brotherhood, and that was the first one that we released. And it was wild because I picked up the cigars, had them in my car, and I'm like, I gotta try this. And I ended up having to pull over on the side of the road because I felt like I was stroking out. I'm like, oh my god.
So you guys, sorry to cut you off. You guys decided to start off with a full body, like off the
Full
rip,
body.
like
Right off the rip. Right off the rip. I mean,
all right.
we're like,
Some guys do it differently.
yeah, way different. I guess that's what it's called, being wet behind the ears.
Yeah.
That one's got a triple hero in it, so it
All
definitely
right.
keeps you in the mouth.
Wow.
But so I came back and I talked to my brother, and I was like, "What do you think of this?" And I had a sample pack that I sent up to him because my brother comes down. We used to come down every winter, from Boston. And so I sent them up some sample packs, and he's like, "Damn, dude, you got something good here." And I'm like, "Yeah,
All
right."
right.
Brotherhood's the first one we're coming out with. He's like, "All right," and he goes, "It's a little strong, don't you think?" I was like, "Yeah, man, it packs a punch." So we had to figure something out. So we rolled out the Admirals. The Admirals all Nicaraguan,
Okay.
Nicaraguano, and that's our number one seller. Everybody loves
Oh
the Admiral.
wow. Okay. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's
Nice.
real nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
smooth.
You're
Yeah.
smoking that one, right, Rafi? The Brotherhood?
Yeah, this is the one I'm smoking. No, I'm smoking the Admiral. I'm not smoking the Brotherhood. I would have probably passed out by now.
It still creeps up on me from time to
Yeah,
time.
nah, I'm on the Admiral, man. I'm on the
Yeah.
Admiral right now. I'll leave it
Yeah.
alone.
Wait, you might want to wait until Thanksgiving. Have a big old
Yeah,
Thanksgiving in your belly
yeah.
and smoke it. Right? Yeah,
Thanks for that job.
yeah. And so,
Louis,
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, Louis. I'll ask you the question later.
Okay. So paranoia started setting in, and I was afraid that the two that we had wasn't going to appease everybody, right? Not everybody was going to probably like those two cigars. So we came out with the 1982. 1982 is the year that my brother and I, as kids, moved from Portugal to the United States.
Oh, okay. All
And
right.
they're moving about an hour south of Boston. And that's our Connecticut shade. And I love that cigar. That cigar is actually, it's a light body, but that's the one I start my day off with. I just love the thing to death. I started off with a cup of coffee in the morning in 1982, get my mind right and get my day started, right? So we came out with the 82, and then we wanted to get a little bit of fancier. We have our 1996, which is a barber pole. I'm not a big barber pole kind of guy. She is, and
Okay.
our brother's like, "Man, you keep sleeping on that barber pole."
Our barber pole.
All right.
He's like, "You keep
Yeah,
sleeping,"
that is
all
good
right.
barber pole.
and I'm like, "Nah, man, I just don't know. I don't know about barber poles, but it's they say it's a good smoke. I smoke it from time to time."
It's a good
There
smoke.
you go.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
1996 is the year that I joined the Navy.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we started noticing that a lot of the beginner smokers were gravitating towards the infused stuff, right?
Mhm.
All right.
Infused cigars. And so we came out with the actual Haze Gray, which got an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper,
Okay.
and it's a sugar tip.
Oh, okay.
So when we have people coming into our mobile lounge, it the beginner smokers, we kind of push them a little bit towards the 82, the sugar tip. When they start talking about I like sweet,
Okay.
that's the one that we start them off with. And then we went straight infused. We went with the backpack. The backpack is a term. I love riding motorcycles, and a backpack's what we call a hot chick that rides on the back of your bike. We call them backpacks. So we decided to make the chocolate infused. It's almost kind of like a fat bottom Betty.
Okay.
Way better.
Yeah. So, and that one there is again beginner smokers. A lot of lady smokers love to smoke
Okay.
that. And so it's a good cigar. It's kind of like a dessert cigar for me.
All right.
And she
Like I was telling them,
she
I'm
started
like,
smoking.
it tastes like a root beer to me, and it's like I said, a good evening smoke if you want something light, and it doesn't like overpower you with that infused taste either.
Yeah. It does. Everybody's got different taste to it. Some people say chocolate. Greg, you're not the first one that says Dr. Pepper. I have two other guys.
Not Dr. Pepper, root beer.
Root
We
beer,
know
I'm
an
sorry.
individual that does
The
not
other
like
guys-
Dr. Pepper. We're not going to go there.
Yeah, no kidding, right? But so we came out with the backpack, and so she started smoking it. She started getting intrigued with our line. But we told her, like, hey, if you're going to be on this journey with us, you're going to have to start graduating a little bit. You're going to have to start smoking some stronger stuff.
I've graduated.
She's graduated.
The brother did.
Yeah, she'll knock down the
Wow.
I
brother.
was just about to ask that. I was like, now has she done the Brotherhood?
Nice.
Yeah, and so a lot of our cigars have Dominican and Nicaraguan
Okay.
as a filler and a binder.
Okay.
Because we know like there's there's people out there that want Nicaraguan, and
Yes.
there's people out there that love
Yep.
Dominican.
Yes.
We wanted a little bit of everything for everybody,
Yep.
right? Try to please the masses. And we got some great advice from Alan over at Family by Loyalty.
Okay.
We hung out with them at hey man, they're just unbelievable
Okay.
people. They're great folks, and he gave us some of the best advice. He's like, when you're blending your next cigar, put your consumer hat on. Think about what it's what you like, but
Yes.
also think about the people out there that are going to be purchasing your cigar.
Yep.
And so we're working with our next blend that's going to start our second core line, and we're excited. And we're working with Ish from Banff to get that cigar rolling for us. So we're super to work with him. But then back to the cigars, the last one that we rolled out was the Patriot.
Okay.
It's a double wrapper, all Nicaraguan.
Yeah, I see it here.
Yeah, and it's a great cigar. The Brotherhood, the Admiral, and the Patriot are my three go-tos.
Okay. All right. And now all of the cigars have similar bands, like the 1982s and the 96s and all of that? Do they all have the same bands, like the 1982 and the 96? They all have the same one, besides the Patriot, right?
Beside the Patriot. So they all have the same bands, and then we added the foot band with the name of the cigar on the band.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yep.
So that way you can kind of tell them apart. And that's something that we like when I first started the brand. I wanted to tell our story through our cigars, right? And that's where a lot of the names are kind of sentimental, and then it goes right down to the boxes. The boxes that we have, we've gotten some great comments about our boxes, and the inside has an insert with a picture that will kind of jives with the name of the cigar,
Yes.
right? So the 1982, we grew up on Cape Cod.
Okay.
Huge Coast Guard community. And there's a lighthouse in our hometown. And so when we moved from Portugal to Massachusetts, we moved to Falmouth, our hometown, and we used the lighthouse as a picture to reflect 1982.
Okay.
And so we try to think of things and ways of telling our story through our cigars, and hopefully everybody enjoys it.
Absolutely. So how did you get into this journey to where, like you said, go from cigar smoker, or when you started at least, to now?
Yeah, so I started smoking cigars in '96, right when I joined the Navy. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I was embarrassed to go to cigar lounges, but at the same time, I enjoyed them, right? And so through the years, I just smoked here, smoked there, and it wasn't until about 3 years ago or so that I really wanted to start taking a deep dive into cigars, and started watching YouTubes and watching podcasts and just trying to learn as much as I could. Never thinking about starting my own brand. It was more being able to hold my own in a cigar lounge, right? And I got a pipe for Christmas and some pipe tobacco, and that triggered it. I was like, here's pipe tobacco, here's my cigar, my humidor with cigars in it. How can I, how does it come together? How does it come full circle thing? And started researching it a little bit more, and then I went on a cruise to the DR. And did a tour of a factory down there, and that's all she wrote.
Man.
I was trying to talk to everybody. And Portuguese and Spanish are kind of similar,
Yes.
so it was kind of, we were trying to communicate, and I was trying to pick people's brains. And on the rest of the trip back, all I did was just research how to start your own brand. How hard is it to start your own brand? And as soon as we got portside, jumped in the car, drove back to Pensacola, started making phone calls, started putting together a business plan, looking at how I'm going to be able to do this. And it was still kind of nerve-wracking, right? I was going solo. I didn't have a business partner, so like, am I going to be able to do this? So I was able to kind of get my brother on board, and my brother decided to come on. And once he tried the samples, he's like, I'm hooked. Well, then marketing is huge to me. In my eyes, marketing is
Yes.
huge
Oh
in
yeah,
this
Yep.
thing.
super important.
And
Yeah.
so
Absolutely.
I was telling Chuck over at Fat Boy Cigars this weekend. I started taking pictures of cigars and trying to do
Yeah.
backdrops and all this stuff. She was cracking up on it. She was like, "Hey, you gotta get your dirty stock out of that picture." I'm like, "Oh, geez,"
Yeah.
like she's like, "You need." So along came
There you
Valerie,
go.
and she started doing all our marketing, all our social media, and social media is a little hurdle
Yes.
to get
Hmm.
going. But yeah, that's basically a 50,000 foot overview of how I started. Was just being intrigued, and then that tour in that factory down there. And I can't even remember. Honestly, I can't even remember the name of the factory that I was in.
Okay.
I really can't.
Wow.
I'm just so like tunnel vision. I just wanted to get through
Yeah.
that front
Yeah.
door and
Yeah.
see what was behind the curtain, right? So, um, but it was a great experience.
Burning beautifully right now, man.
Nice.
Real nice, Ash.
Luis, so what year it was established?
So I started dabbling in it in about late 23, and then my
Okay.
brother was home for Christmas, and he was like, well, mid to late 23.
Okay.
My brother was home for Christmas, and he said, "Hey, man," because he would come down for December, and he would always go home like around March, April. And he was getting ready to leave, and he came to my house, and he goes, "Listen, pull the trigger already." He's like, "I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go sell my house, and then I'll be back down, and we're gonna take off and running." I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm sure." So everything I was communicating with him daily,
Okay.
back and forth, and he sold his house in July, beginning of July, and by I think it was like the third week of July, he was already living down here in Pensacola.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, and then the game plan started coming. We were trying to figure out a brand new brand, how we're going to be able to get it out there, our name out there, and
Yeah.
so we came up. He came over to my house one day and he goes, "Check these things out," and we started scrolling, and it was mobile cigar
Yeah.
lounges, and I was like, "I've never seen one before,"
Yeah.
and man, this is actually a pretty cool idea. We started researching it a little bit more, and I'm like, "How about if we make our own and then use that
Yeah.
Yeah.
to promote our, and we'll only carry our
There you
brand?"
go.
And he's like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." So August, we bought a enclosed trailer and started building out the trailer. And it's a year now that we've had the trailer, and it's a hit everywhere we go around the area.
There
People
you
love it.
go. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it.
Nice.
What
Nice.
aspects of the trailer did you come up with to make yours guys stand out from other trailer mobile cigar lounges? That you wanted to make sure that, like, okay, this is going to be our staple with our lounge that no one else can touch right now.
Yeah, that's a great question, and it's an easy answer. We're the only ones here with it. We're the only
There
ones.
you go.
I think we're from here to Panama City that I know of. We're the only ones with a mobile lounge.
Okay.
There's one guy that has a Chinese truck, and he just throws the humidors in the back of the Chinese truck, and he like throws out a couple of chairs and tables and stuff. But it's nothing like ours.
Okay.
Ours, you can actually sit down. We have AC in it.
Oh wow.
We
All
have
right.
TVs,
Wow.
some
All right.
games, especially around college football
Oh,
down
yeah.
here. College football is like another
Yes,
religion.
it is.
And so,
Yes, it is.
yeah, so it's for festivals and stuff that wives drag their husbands that they don't want to be there because they don't want to miss the game. Well, we got
There you
Yeah.
go. You got
So
a solution to the problem. So there you
Yep.
go.
that's it. That's it.
I wanted to read real quick. We got our dear friend Banff Ismael Olivan, and he's saying that Val is the brain behind it.
She's the handler for sure. At least the
There
Not
handler.
you
the
go.
brain.
She
You got three.
she puts shock collars around us and puts us in
Hey, there
place.
you go, man. You need it sometimes.
I say, I think
you
I
guys
called her the social media queen.
keep the boys in line, man. But that's good. So how do you feel it has been the reception so far? I mean, I know you guys have only kind of like you know you're still fairly new, 2 years in the game. It looks like. But what do you feel like? Um, the mindset that getting into it, and now all of a sudden now you got 7 cigars, man. Full blown. What's the mindset now? Like, what's the reception from the from the people?
It's been awesome. It's been a great ride of the first year and a half, year and some change now. People have been really receptive. I mean, when I first rolled out the cigars, a buddy of mine owns a members only bar here, and he's like, "Let me carry your cigars." He's like, "I'm gonna go and give some samples out to some of my aficionados here." I'm like, "Okay, great." And the only complaint we got was that there was red on the Brotherhood band.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, "You ass, really? That's all you got? There's red on the band." Okay, I'll take it, right? I'll take it, whatever. But from that day on, it kind of drove us to make sure that we put out a phenomenal product and phenomenal customer service. So, like, we take pride in everything that we do, from setting up tables, from our Valerie with our social media. Everything's driven with pride.
Okay.
And we want to invest every dime we have into our not merchandise as in swag, but our cigars, our box. You know, we look at it as customers. Our customers are spending their hard-earned money on our cigars, so we want to put into it for them and provide them a great product.
Yeah.
And it's working, because a lot of people are excited and they're enjoying the cigars. We just did a cut and light up in Pennsylvania, and man, up there at Fat Boy Cigars, and it was just awesome. It was awesome, the reception that we got and the feedback that we got. It's just been great. And here locally, it's something new. It's a new shiny toy. But I mean, we have people traveling 45, 50 minutes just to drive to wherever we're at to buy our cigars.
There you go, man. And are you guys heavily involved, like, in the blends, like with the blends of all of the smokes? Is this something that you guys kind of like came up with, or you're just kind of like trusting the blender or whoever your blender is, or the manufacturer?
No, that's great. So a little bit of both, right? So when we met our mentor, we call him our mentor, our teacher. I had some ideas of what I wanted in the cigars, some of the notes that I liked, and when we sat down the first time, he said, "Listen, there's two rules. You're going to be a brand owner. There's going to be two rules that you need to live by, that I live by." And he's been in the industry for 28, 29 years now. And he's like, "Rule number one, you got to be able to roll, and you got to be able to blend a cigar. And rule number two, you always have to have a cigar on you at all times if you're going to be a cigar guy." And I live by those rules, right? So I'm always learning, always trying to learn. And so when it came time to picking blends, it was back and forth. Like, this is what I want. These are the notes that I want.
Okay.
How can we do it? You would roll it up for us, and I'd smoke it, and be like, "Okay, yeah, that I like it.
Okay.
This is what I want. Let's do this one." And then he had some blends in his back pocket. He saw the drive and the love that I had for coming into the industry, and he's like, "This is one that I've kind of put together. Try it. What do you think?" And I did, and lo and behold, that's the Brotherhood.
Oh, okay.
The brother, because I'd never smoked anything that strong before. I mean, I've smoked some full bodies, but nothing like that. And I said, I want to. And he even tried to talk me out of rolling out with that one first, but yeah, we definitely are hands on, and now with working with Ish, when we talked to him when we were down at TPA, and guy's just a genius. I said, "This is what we want." My brother and I have sat down for the last 4 or 5 months trying to figure out what we want this next blend to be. And we sat down with him, and within 5 minutes, he's like, "I'm going to get you tobacco from here, 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 and here. And it's going to give you these flavors here."
There you go.
Cool. September, and we'll start smoking.
And then
There
to
you go,
piggyback,
man.
I talked about the hand rolling. That's another thing that you guys offered that separates you from everyone else too, on top of the mobile lounge, right? Hand
What's that?
rolling the cigars at events.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the things that we're looking, I still have my 9 to 5. I still work for corporate America, and this right here is driving me to want to leave corporate
There you
America.
go. There you go.
I can't stand in corporate America.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And so I was trying to think of different avenues to be able to bring money in, right? So the mobile lounge was one, and then our teacher was like, "If you learn how to roll, you're going to be able to do it at events. You're going to be able to do it at weddings, corporate parties, birthday parties, Mardi Gras balls. And so that's been working for us. I'll go in, set up a table, roll out some cigars, and we just did a Mardi Gras end of the year party, a pool party, a couple of weeks ago. We got a couple of weddings lined up coming up, so it's just more cash flow to invest into the cigars.
Yeah, there you go, man.
And you guys
There
wanted
you
to
go.
break away from the norm of how the legacy and those standpoint cigars where you actually get transitions with your cigars compared to anything else, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's exactly why one of the reasons we wanted to roll our own. We want to be different across the board. I mean, there's so many brands out there and so many great brands, from legacy down to boutique,
Mm-hmm.
and we've become friends with quite a few of them, and they're just amazing people, and they've helped us out. We've helped them out, and that's the way we're going to continue. But we definitely want to be different. We want our tobaccos to be different. That's one of the reasons why we teamed up with Ish. I mean, he can get tobacco from anywhere around the world, and that's exciting to us. And being able to sit down and learn from him and listen to what he has to say, it's just, I mean, you could sit there for hours, you know. So, and I think that's going to help us be as different as
Yeah, of
possible.
course. Sometimes you need that. I mean, especially a person that's been, involved in the cigar industry for a while. And like you said, you guys came in, you visited, a factory in the Dominican Republic, and you kind of like wanted to go all in. And for you guys to team up, with people that are in the industry and all of that, it just makes it easier for you, because it's like, yeah, you still want to do the work, but there's nothing wrong with having someone kind of like, I'm not gonna say holding your hand, but somebody that could kind of like walk you through that and help you the right way, and not just be like, I got cigars for you, and just give me money and I'll give you one of my blends, and you throw it out there, slap a band on it. Meanwhile, you're not happy with the product, where you are getting the assistance, and you're actually putting out good products. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, man, this Admiral is smoking amazing. The smoke output, I'm one of those people that I love a cigar that throws out a lot of smoke, and this cigar like does
Mhm.
it. I love it because it just gives me like that feeling that I'm smoking a cigar, and I'm not just pulling on tobacco, but I'm loving the retro on it. It has a beautiful spice on it. That Nicaraguan tobacco, I just love it, man. I know you say you deal a lot with Dominican tobacco and Nicaraguan tobacco, but I'm a lover of Nicaraguan tobacco. That spice is just second to none to me in my eyes. But you did an outstanding job with this one, and definitely, you know you got to appreciate a good product when it's a good product.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's exciting. I mean, we're pumped. We're we've had the Patriot and the Brotherhood on review shows, and we were excited with the outcome, and we've gotten some great feedback. Last night we were on a Discord, a few of us, and Ish was on there, and we were talking about a cigar, and he flat out told all of us, like, be honest,
Yeah.
tell us what you
Of
think of the
course.
cigar, so we can fix the issue and improve on it, right? And that's what my brother and I are both straight shooters. We call it like we see it, and you can read us like a book, and just that's the way to be. We're respectful, we're loyal, but hey man,
Yeah.
tell us,
Of
don't
course.
sugarcoat. Well, we got one feeling, and I promise that you're not going to hurt it, right? Like it's not you guys. So tell us what you
Yeah.
think, and the feedback's been pretty
All
solid,
right.
and it's just been a great journey.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. Now, do you guys have like any shows that you're planning to be a part of? Because I know, dealing with Ish and all of those guys. I mean, they're going to all these shows and everything. You got anything kind of like in play, to go into these shows?
Yeah, so
All
TPA,
right.
if you guys haven't heard of it, or if some of your listeners and watcher viewers haven't seen it, TPA rocks. TPA.rocks. It's a great organization. It's for lounges, brand owners, social media podcast members, also consumers. Consumers are more than welcome to join this organization, and you learn a lot. And so we did our first TPA event in July, and it was great. A lot of the brand owners, we've seen each other on Zooms, but we got to meet each other and face to face, and exchanging information. It was awesome. Some of the people that came to the TPA event to meet the brand owners, they really enjoyed it. So we're coming out with another TPA event,
Okay.
so we'll be ready for that one.
Okay.
We're still working on dates
Nice.
because we're trying to fit in where you got the PCA, you got the big festival
Yes.
down in Ybor City. We're trying to fit in where we
Okay.
can get
All
in,
right.
right? So we can get more foot traction.
Mhm.
But we're going to do next weekend. We're going to Jacksonville for the Jacksonville Boutique Fest. So we'll be out in Jacksonville on the 23rd.
Okay.
And then heading up to Virginia in November for Memphis.
Oh, wow.
Real Smoke
Okay.
Podcast. There's a huge show coming up in Memphis the weekend of the 30th. So we'll be up there. So we got a few shows
Wow.
coming up.
Yeah, man.
We want to get we want to get as much exposure as
Yeah,
possible.
I mean, you guys are. I mean, for someone again that kind of like fairly new, you guys are dabbling in everything. So that you guys are going in on this. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, mobile cigar lounge, pushing, moving all of these. Now that you say the mobile cigar, are you actually moving with the mobile lounge? Are you taking it with these to these shows, or you guys are going on your own vehicles and stuff like that?
Depends on the distance.
Okay.
Because we don't want to haul it anything more than probably about, I'd say 3.5
Okay.
hours at
All
the
right.
most. Just the wear and tear would take too
Mhm.
much. So like this past week when we went up to do our cut night, we took ourselves, we drove up there and stopped in at a few shops here and there,
Okay.
and just some face recognition. And but yeah, if it's close enough, we'll bring the lounge for sure.
Okay. Nice, man. That's beautiful.
And Val, I know you've been the quiet one so far, but I know I've seen on other podcasts. So you actually have a connection with tobacco from a young age, correct?
I did. So my memories and my family vacations every summer. My uncle had a tobacco farm in Sumter, South Carolina.
Okay.
So we would pack up and go see my cousins, and then we would go stay with him for like a week or so on the farm. So like I loved being in the barn and I have pictures playing on piles of tobacco. So like it's kids, and like it was intriguing, like the tobacco in the fields, and it was just for miles. And then being in the barn, he didn't do cigars, he didn't make cigars, he actually produced the tobacco
Okay.
that he would send to police for cigars. So that was like my childhood every summer. And then I started smoking cigars. I've been in the hair industry, so like cigars are a big celebratory thing, nice dinners, a glass of scotch, glass of bourbon, and a cigar. So like for hanging out with a bunch of hairdressers, you'll find that's a huge thing. So I kind of just got back into it with that and smoking cigars for celebratory things, or if we were out for dinners or big groups of hairdressers together, like that was a cool thing to do. And then obviously when I met Rue back again, it just kind of brought me full circle deeper into it. And like between Rue and Pedro, they've taught me so much, and I've learned so much, and I'm intrigued by it. Like this is a different avenue for
There
me
you go.
because it's into the world. And actually, I always smoked infused cigars. That was my thing, was infused cigars.
Okay.
I would never go anything else. So my palate has grown, and it's like I told him today, we were talking and smoking, and I think this weekend we spent, you don't even want to know what we spent on cigars this weekend in 2 days. And we brought them all home, and it's like, I think I got, out of all the cigars, I got 2 infused cigars, and I smoked one today, and I'm like, my palate
Yes.
doesn't want it.
Yes.
I graduated
Yes.
so
Yes.
much that
Uh-huh.
I just want I told him, I was like, don't let me buy any more infused cigars.
No, I mean,
Just don't let me.
that's kind of like what that's. I guess if you want to say the traditional route that a lot of people take, like me, I was smoking infused cigars when I first started, like years and years ago. Um, but I think a lot of people kind of like take that avenue. I mean, not I'm not gonna say 90%, but there's a large amount of people that kind of like go into the infused cigars. But once you kind of like start graduating into that, maybe start them off for like the Connecticut's and the Habanos, and it's like because once you start, to me, once you start hitting the Habano stage, and like you're gonna eventually go away from like those infused cigars. Nothing wrong with infused cigars. Listen, for if you love the cigar culture, I don't care if you're smoking an infused cigar, man. Just smoke with me. That's all I care about. I care about the conversation, like what we're doing now. I don't care what you smoke. Um, but I think eventually, like you do gravitate away from those cigars, gradually. But once you start getting into like the maduros, like that's when to me, that's when you're officially away from like infused cigars. And like
Right.
you, I mean, I'm seeing these blends over here. There's no way that you would smoke an infused cigar after smoking these cigars anymore. So, which is
Right.
actually going to lead me into the next question. Like, I see all the blends you got. You guys are, the Sumatra, the San Andres, the Brazilian Maduro. Like, what else is out there for you guys to try? I mean, I know you got the Candela wrappers. I know you got the Cameroon wrappers, but I mean, is there something out there that you kind of like want to dabble with next, or I don't want to put you in the spot if that's something that you guys got secret.
Whatever.
Crafty, you're killing me, man. You're
Hey man,
killing
that's
me.
what we're live, man. We're live, man.
No, there's earlier in the show, like I said, we want to tell our story through our cigars, um, and that was one of the things that really like got our wheels turning on working with Ish, was because of the tobacco that he can actually get. It may be limited and maybe not. Maybe he
Yes.
can get a lot of it, and maybe an LE. Maybe it'll be something that we can stick on our core line.
Hmm.
But there's definitely going to be tobacco, especially on this blend that we're rolling out here soon with Ish. That there's going to be tobacco from countries that are near and dear to our heart. I'll leave it at that. How
Okay.
about
Hey,
that?
there you go, man. That's beautiful, man.
Fill in the line.
And
Yeah,
if you
that.
pick
But
that, how you got like the 96 and 82, are you thinking about commemorating you become a citizen a few years ago?
yeah. So I became a citizen in
Oh, okay.
2014.
Nice. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So I was just lazy. I could have gotten earlier, but then I was in the
Yeah.
military, and I was like, you know what? I'm good here. Like, I mean, I'm doing my patriotic duty.
Yes.
What do I need to become an citizen for?
Okay.
And then finally, something just triggered, and I was like, man, I need to do
Yeah.
this, man.
I
I need to vote. I want to be able to legally carry a gun and do all the American things, right? And so in 2014, I got my citizenship, and off I went. Now the second line, it's going to be more nautical
Okay.
than anything. Uh, I was in the Navy. My dad was in the Navy. And there's being Portuguese and they pretty much, besides Spain, had half the country, half the world was under their
All right. Yeah.
rule, right?
Yeah.
They conquered a lot. So we're gonna tie in some old Portuguese names in with the
There you
cigars
go.
and
There you
just
go.
yeah. So we're having fun
All
with
right.
it. I mean, it's gonna be fun. So
All right.
If you had
Yeah,
to
man.
smoke with someone alive or dead, or even a memorable moment when you smoked, what was it, or who would it be?
you want to go? You want to go first?
No, let me think about that for a minute. A memorable moment of when you smoked a cigar.
Yeah.
Oh, a memorable moment.
And or the dead or alive person that you'd like to smoke with.
Okay.
Could even be someone you had a memorable moment with.
Yeah. You want me to go first, or you want to go first? You want to go first? Um, I've said this name before, and people have like flipped me the
Oh
bird
boy.
and like booed me, yeah. But I'm a big Tom Brady
All
guy,
right.
right? And he's achieved a lot. I don't care. You can hate him, you can love him, you could, not even
Listen,
give
that
two
was that, was- that
rat's
was a
ass.
fumble. I just want to say that was a fumble. I'm a Raiders fan. That was a fumble that Tucker.
Maybe. I'll give it to you. I'll give that to you.
All
Whatever.
right.
We got the
All
ring. You
right.
can have it, right? Yeah. But no, man, just to be able to sit down with him and have a
Yeah.
cigar. I don't even know if he smokes cigars, but I like him to try
Hey,
it.
there you go,
Either
man.
him or Joe
There
Burrow.
you go, man. There you
Joe
go.
Burrow.
There's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah.
man.
You can pick his brain, man, because he's so in tuned and he's got everything going that I would just like to get a little bit of that knowledge to be able to instill it in my own routine.
There you go. There you go, man.
It's my turn.
Mhm.
I'm a huge Stevie Nicks fan. I would love to sit down with that woman and smoke a cigar, have a nice conversation. That would be one of my go-tos for conversation.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh man, somebody in the comments put boo this man with Tom Brady. Hey, you knew you was gonna get that hate, man. You knew you were gonna get that hate, man.
Yeah, I love family.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's what I wish he was here because he'd be able to. The only reason he's a Bears fan is because of 1986 when the Bears were playing New England, and I was a New England fan.
Okay.
And that's the only reason he's a Bears fan. Now I'll give it to him. He's been a Bears fan since
He
'86.
stuck with it. Yeah, all right.
It's a rivalry.
All right. Hey, there
Yeah,
you go. There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope,
There's nothing wrong with that.
not one bit.
Ah, man. So with the Connecticut shade, because I know that again, you have these strong cigars and everything. Any other plans with a Connecticut cigar? I mean, I know you already have two of them. They're very, it's listed here as mild. Anything else that you're gonna do with the Connecticut's, or you're kind of like gonna stay away from the Connecticut and just leave them as the 82s and the 96s?
As of right now, I think we're going to stay away from
Okay.
the Connecticut's. We've got a couple of Connecticut's. We're good. The next core line. I mean, we say that now, but who knows? By the end of the
Yeah,
core
of
line,
course.
we may be like, let's break out another
Yeah.
Connecticut. What the hell?
Yeah, I hear that.
Right now, yeah.
I hear that.
Is Val trying to come up with the Vixen line?
Oh man, they're shooting some tough questions, man. Look at his eyes, man. Oh,
I talked to him
Wow.
earlier, but he's like, I don't know.
sheesh.
Man.
I mean, we throw ideas around all the time between the three of us. Like we always talk. We talk things into the ground. And I've thrown out. I have some specific blends that I need to get with Ish on.
Okay.
I'll steer you in the right direction.
So I don't know. Maybe in the future, yes. We'll see.
Hey, there you go. There's nothing wrong with that. So coming from like a female's perspective, like how has you said that you've been around the tobacco for a few years now. How have you seen like the kind of like the progression with the females and like even lounges and all of that coming in? Like normally you would automatically think if I see a female in is like she's doing an infused cigar. But what have you kind of like seen, visiting different lounges? Because you guys are going everywhere now. So what's kind of like the mindset with the women like in the lounges? Like are they smoking like men out there, or like with what you would call?
So typically you would think a woman would smoke an infused cigar, but we have a lot of women that come to our tent, our lounge, our trailer for events, and they actually will come in and ask for a medium.
Okay.
I mean, we have women by the Brotherhood.
Okay.
So crazy. Like you think they're going to
That's-
walk in there and buy the chocolate infused, and they're like, no, I don't want that. We have a lot that love the chocolate infused. But I've actually started a women's cigar social group.
Okay.
About 15 women that actually show up. We do it once a month right now.
He's a lady.
And we've started them. We started them with a backpack. And then we moved to the Haze Gray Sugar Tip, and now we're going to take them through the entire line. We're educating them on
Nice.
wrappers, binders, fillers, lighting, cutting, lounge etiquette. And we're started, like last month we did the 82.
Yeah.
So then we're going to go to the 96. We're going to go to the Admiral, and they're like, no, we want to work all the way up to the brother.
Wow. Okay.
So, and 15 women that are coming solid, that love it. They're intrigued by it. They're hungry for it. We have a lot of women that show up at our events, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I want information. I so want to be a part of it."
Yeah.
So it's becoming huge with women as far as like smoking cigars and wanting to be in the lounges. And last month, like with our lipstick, it's called Lipstick and Lighters. Our Lipstick and Lighters ladies social, like this was the third one, and they were like, after just the 2 that we've had with you guys, I'm so comfortable. Like we had 3 of them. They're like, I go into lounges by myself.
There you go.
I'll grab a drink, I'll have a cigar, and just from you guys doing these 2, I walked into a humidor and knew something about what I was talking about and what I wanted to get and what I needed and what I was looking for. So that's our goal.
Okay.
That's what we want to do. We want them to feel confident and empowered to go into these lounges and know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And, because there's a lot of women that want it. And then there's a lot of women moms that hustle and work all day. So we're trying to give them something where they can come chill, relax, because smoking a cigar is relaxing.
Yes.
You've got at least an hour to sit down and relax while you're smoking that cigar. So it's huge. And we are jumping on that wagon and riding that wave.
Yeah. No, and that was actually one of the we had a podcast yesterday, and that was actually one of the things that I touched up on, because like when you talk about a vice, it's like you could go out drinking with your buddies or with your girls or whoever it is, but after the first 2 drinks or whatever, your mind is kind of like gonna go different places, where with a cigar it's not like that. A cigar is more, it's that relaxation, that just your mind at ease, everything is out the window for that hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, how big the cigar is. It's like your mind is somewhere else, man. You're at peace, and those little conversations and all of that is where you get to know someone. And I think that again, not saying I'm not promoting cigars and tobacco, but if you are going to get into the tobacco industry and like you're smoking, I think to me that mindset, like just being at ease and being at peace, like that hour and a half, when you're forgetting everything around you, like the real world, it's like second to none.
Yeah.
And I like how
it really is.
I like how you guys have on your website too of smoke cigar 101. So it gives us techniques of like what to do, what the proper etiquette, especially if people are brand new to cigar smoking. They don't know like how to light it and cut it and whatnot, from V cut to straight cut and all that.
And that's one of the things Pedro is amazing at. Like I've learned so much from watching him, because when we're at events, he will spend and take the time. It doesn't matter if he has a line of people waiting. He does not stop, and he focuses on the person that's right in front of him, and he will educate them from cutting, lighting, smoking. If they buy more than one, he will tell them, like, you smoke this one first, then go to this one. Like, he educates them, and that's huge.
Yes.
They come back, they're like, man, you taught me how to do this, I did this, and they remember that. It's and that's what we're huge on, is making sure that we're educating people, and we're not just throwing them a cigar and being like, thank you, maybe we'll see you again. So it goes a long way, because we have so many people that will follow us, and then they'll come back and they'll be like, hey man, you told me this, so this time let's try this. And it's just it's and he's amazing.
It's just the overall, it's like the overall experience. Like you just, again, you're at the end of the day, you want to sell a cigar, but you also want to give that person that experience from start to finish, where if you cut a cigar wrong, you're going to have a bad experience with that cigar. So just from cutting it the right way, lighting it the right way, just smoking it the right way, and I'm all with you on that, man. Just the overall experience is the complete package.
Yeah. We went to a brewery not too long ago. and I'm not a big IPA guy. I've said this time and time again. I'm not one to drink a beer that smells like skunk
Yeah,
just took a
me
leak
either,
in it,
man. Me
right?
either,
Like,
bro.
and we went to the brewery. I went up to the bar. Her and I went up to the bar, and he's like, "What do you like?" I'm like, like you could tell that I'm not an
Yep.
IPA guy. Well, he started like kind of looking straight through me or looking over my head, like I didn't matter. Finally, I was just like, "Dude, just give me something that tastes like an ultra," And he kind of got offended by it, and he handed me a beer, and it looked like an ultra, and I took a sip out of it, and he was like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Tastes like an ultra," and I turned around and walked away, and I looked at her, and I said, "That is what we're never going to do.
Yes.
We're never going to treat somebody like they're dumb or like they don't belong there.
Yes.
Just hurry up, pick your and get the hell out."
Yes.
And my brother feels the same
Yeah.
way, and it's just like, because to us, we look at it as consumers for life.
Yep.
Like we want these guys and gals to go out there, buy our cigar, enjoy our cigar, enjoy the experience that we bring to them. So who knows? Maybe one day we'll still be working that damn trailer, and Joe will be bringing his grandson up to
Yes.
smoke up one of our cigars. Right? That's the way I
Yes.
think. Maybe crazy, but we want everybody to have a good experience. It's just what it's about. It's about sitting down, enjoying that leaf,
Yep.
man, and just talking and having a good time.
Mhm.
And we love doing it. We meet so many amazing people. Oh my gosh, there's so many amazing people that smoke cigars.
Yeah.
So we meet along the way. We've encountered and become friends with so many people that are consumers and that are boutique cigar people, like, and podcast people
Yeah.
like you guys, that becoming family. And it's
No,
awesome.
and that's where you get. I think that's where kind of like a disconnect is with. And again, I'm not here to bash the legacy brands and all of that, but I think that that's sometimes where you get that disconnect, like from the legacy brands. That listen, the legacy brand owner does not need to say hi to you. Like he's already gonna sell the cigar because of the name. Where a person that's trying to come out with a boutique brand, like that first impression could make you or break you, you know? So that could because again, this is a profession also that is word of mouth. If somebody says that you're not a good person, oh, I'm not gonna buy the cigars, and they start bashing you, especially nowadays on social media, you could pretty much just say, you know what, this is not going to work out because I'm already getting bashed, delete your account, whatever. But when you're actually an approachable person and you're making these people like come to you and you're giving them that knowledge, you're giving them that like that peace of mind that they're looking for, like that again, man, that speaks volumes for the company that you're that and the quality and the experience that you guys are trying to push.
Yeah, and it's funny. We had an event not too long ago where this guy came in, and we were busy. He bought a cigar. He went, sat in the corner. We had a tent outside set up with some tables and chairs. He sat there and he was just enjoying that cigar, and we let him be. We let him
Yeah.
just smoke the cigar. About 3 weeks later, we were at another event, and he brought a friend this time. And he sat down at the picnic table because they had tables there, and he was smoking. So I went over. I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" But see, you came back again. He's like, "Yeah, I love your cigars. Or I love these cigars." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." And he goes, "So, what do you guys work for him?" And I looked at my brother and we kind of snicked, and we're like, "No, we're the brand owners." And that guy
Wow.
sat there for an hour and a half talking to us. And he goes, "Man," he goes, "I tell you, I enjoyed your cigar the first time." He goes, "But I really enjoyed it more tonight." He said, because how often do you get to sit there and talk to a
You
brand owner?
don't.
Because you're not going to sit there and talk to these legacy
Yeah.
guys like we can with you guys, and it made that experience that much
Yeah.
better. So we were pretty excited about that, and we felt like, hey, we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, the majority of the time, you're going to be speaking to salespeople. That's really what it comes down to. The salespeople are the people that run the legacy brands. But they're the ones out there trying to put these things in the stores. They're trying to move their products, anything new. But when you're actually speaking to the brand owner, even here, I live in Pennsylvania. I live in the Lehigh Valley. Whenever there's an event over here and I find out that the brand owner is actually going to be there, I go because I want to meet that
Yeah.
person. I want to get that feel for the person. I'm going to buy the cigar regardless, but speaking to the person is probably what's going to make me buy a 5-pack or just buy that one cigar that I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'll see you when I see you. But if I'm there and I'm chopping it up with you and I'm feeling your story and I'm loving the story, loving the experience, hey, dude, let me get a 5-pack or let me get, a box or whatever you got. I'll take it. And yeah, man, again, man, hats off to you and the company and, Val Pedro. You guys are doing it, man. You guys are doing it.
Thanks,
Yes.
Crafty. And no offense, Greg. No offense. Sales reps need
Oh
love
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. I know they do. I know they do. I know they do, man. But you know what? I want. I'd rather speak to the brand owner than a sales rep. Like
Yeah,
No, I get it
absolutely.
completely because, like I said, if it's better than you having it to where you got for like sales rep aspect. Okay, they ask you a question like, I don't know, but I can at least give you the owner's number so that if you got that question, you can still reach out to them and actually get an answer from them.
yeah.
If I don't know the answer, then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna route them to Ruin Pedro. Um, how did you guys
Yes,
come up with pairing list for each cigar? Did you do it on your own experience or did it from other people's input?
Yeah, we did. Some of it was our own experience, and some of it was just research. What leaves go with what, and so that's pretty much how we figured out the pairing. Um, I love my beer. I love my bourbon. She's starting to get me into wine.
Oh
I
boy.
mean, the other night,
Oh
Nice.
boy.
yeah,
I'm not a wine lover, man. Oh man.
bro, I thought I was big time when I was drinking sangria. I'm like,
Ah,
Oh
right?
man.
I'm
sangria.
having him
No way.
go sit with
Oh
Ish
man.
to smoke.
How you go from bourbons to
Yeah,
sangria, man? Come on.
bro. I mean, that's the only wine I knew, man. Come on.
So just kind of like going off on that, I mean, do you guys or like do you guys get a lot of requests on pairings? Like me, I'm a coffee drinker. I love Colombian coffee. I love coffee. I don't put anything in my coffee. I drink it black, straight, no sugar. Are you guys, I'm a bourbon drinker as well. Do you guys are they asking you guys for pairings and like do you guys try to offer that as
Yeah, yeah. No, we can both answer it actually. So we do get requests. Valerie did a great job. Both her and my brother took that project on and made a, well, I call it, like in the military we call it, in the Navy, I don't know what about other branches, we call it muster sheet,
okay.
where it's got everybody's name, roll call. And so we created a muster sheet with all the cigars, what's in the cigar, and then at the very bottom she put everything that it pairs
Oh
with.
man, that's nice.
And we leave it out on the table. If we can't bring the trailer, we have the tent. We leave it out on the table. We have it inside the trailer, so if anybody asks, they can look at it. It's almost like looking at a menu at a restaurant,
Okay.
right? Uh, Today, I met with a company that is doing a bourbon cigar pairing. They bought a barrel, they've aged it, and now they're gonna start bottling that barrel, and they're gonna sell it to the public. And they're doing a cigar night. It's a nice little speakeasy type restaurant bar, and so that was one of the questions they had. What pairs with bourbon?
Nice.
So I had to sit down, explain to them which cigars paired with them. So yeah, it's more and more. It's happening more and more.
Hmm.
I'm finding. So it's, you got to be ready.
Yeah,
You got to know.
definitely.
That's what we do. So we are partnered with a tap house here.
Okay.
It's they have, I don't know how many beers they have. It used to be World of Beer. Now it's 200 South. So like we do events with them. So we have that pairing. We made it for them because they'll buy cigars and then they can go in there and get a cocktail, a bourbon, a scotch, or a beer. So they love the fact that we're doing that because it's just hand in hand. And then like our last ladies' night last month, we did at a private club here that he's a member of called The Establishment. And Jenna's a
Sommelier.
sommelier, level 3. She does craft cocktails. So for our ladies, she paired specifically 3 drinks with the 82 that you drink the first one to bring out the flavor. The second one cleared your palate. The third one, and it was
Wow.
fabulous.
All right.
Oh my God, it was amazing. And the way that she paired those drinks with that 82 cigar, it blew my mind.
Nice.
So
That is
we do a lot of stuff like that, and we did the wine
Wow.
festival. We did the Pensacola Beach Wine Festival with cigars. So like that was like a big pairing. So people would come and be like, "Hey, what do I need to get for white or red or this?" So we do a lot of stuff like that around town. So
Nice.
it's been
Great.
big.
And I know previous podcast, you talked about your brother breaking a table, trying to be Superfly Snuka. You got a favorite wrestler, current or past?
Oh man, I'm an '80s kid, so yeah, my brother and I were wrestling in the living room, and it was like, I mean, when we talked about giving somebody a DDT, it was a full blown DDT. Like it was no. I'm surprised neither one of us left the house without a neck break. I mean, we were rough, and we ended up breaking my mom and dad's end table. And of course, me being the oldest, I had to figure out how to put it together before mom and dad got home and took the belt to our ass, right? So, yeah, that's where that story came from. But I had so many. I love Jimmy Superfly Snuka, the Von Erichs, Junkyard Dog. I mean, that's the old school guys. I quit watching it in 2000. I think I stopped watching wrestling.
Okay.
Early 2000,
yeah, but that's the table story.
Hulk Hogan passed away
recently.
What's that, Yosley?
No, I was saying that Hulk Hogan passed away recently.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So sad.
I don't think wrestling would still be where it's at without him.
Nah, yeah, bro. I mean, shit, bro. Wrestling is not what it used to be, though. Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
It isn't.
There you go.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I remember when I was in the Navy, like when Monday Night Raw was around, like we would get off the ship early to go home, handle our business so we could watch Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday morning, the first 2 hours, that's all we talked about. Like, we're like, what are we doing? You know, like, but that was wrestling back then.
Back then, back then. I was a really big fan of wrestling. Back then, I remember it was WWF and WCW, which is where you had Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Sting, Goldberg, and all these people. It was crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah.
We got a lot of comments.
Yeah.
So do you have a strong fan support for the cigar brand itself?
We've gotten a lot of support, and it's definitely awesome. It's a great feeling to have everybody, and even like seeing some of the comments that are popping up right now, folks saying, "Hey, we're going to add that to my line." Yeah. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. That's one thing we want to stay humble, and we just do right by our consumers and by our retailers, and I think that's where the support comes from.
Yeah,
true, and being there for them.
Yeah, man. Any plans on going out? I know you're kind of like doing a lot of East Coast stuff. Any plans going out west?
Yeah, yep, we are. We have a rep, JJ. He's out there in Oklahoma. He said he knows some shops out there, and Bryce from Silent Hero has been a huge supporter of ours. Like we've been to his, and he knows a few shops out there out west. And, yeah. And that's what I mean by just a strong community.
Yes,
and,
that's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's all about, bro.
Yeah, it's there's enough business out there for everybody.
100%.
His blends are totally different than ours, and I mean Zach from HDA, man. Every time I get on the phone with him, he's just a lot bag of knowledge, man, and they've helped us out. So it's. Aldi. I don't want to miss anybody, but a lot of the people that have helped us along the way. It's been great.
I mean, one of the things that we all have to understand is like lounges. They're only so big. There's only so many cigars that they can carry. The majority of them, of course, they're going to carry the legacy brands because those are the brands that sell. Those are the brands that people connect with, that they know off the rip. Again. But when you have a boutique brand and you have a strong team, like what you said, sales reps and all of that, that's what's really going to make a difference. Because if you could get that story out there when you're not around, if you could surround yourself with like-minded individuals that could assist you in pushing that brand out, there is shelf space for everyone, even though it's in a little corner and you're not going to see it at eye level. But somewhere in that cigar lounge is where you want to be. And if you could get in there, man, hey, man, more power to you.
Yeah, and if you're on the bottom left-hand corner of the humidor, that's a goal to move up to the middle shelf,
Yeah,
right? I mean, putting out more
that's
bangers
true.
and let's have a good
Yeah,
time. So,
And that's what I love about the cigars community too. Not just as smoking it, but also the community, even with the brands. It's not like corporate America where like, oh, we're not going to help you out. We're here to help you out and help you grow one way or another. Like you said, you get input from people that've been around a little bit longer. They're going to tell you like, hey, this is what's worked for us. This may not work for you, but like this is what not to do.
yeah, no, absolutely, and that one of the things that I learned just this past week, being up there in Pennsylvania, and let me tell you, I think I mentioned this to you, Crafty, when we were in the green room. Pennsylvania is like the boutique cigar utopia. I mean, we were up there. There were
yeah,
so many boutique brands up there, brands that I didn't even hear
yeah,
of, that we bought their cigars just to see what it's
yeah,
about, and they're great
yep,
cigars, and so what we learned is like my brother and I have been talking about it for a while, and it's changing our box,
yeah,
right? Making our box a little smaller so it can fit in a lot more
yep,
humidors. Because you're right, you are fighting for shelf
yes,
space. To the consumers to say, hey, no, I want Haze Gray, I want this brand, I want that brand, and get people in there. That's how we got into the cigar lounge here in Pensacola.
there you go.
People are going to our mobile lounge and going to the cigar shop and being like, or the cigar lounge and being like, hey, how come you're not carrying these guys yet?
Mhm.
And we got a call, and here we are. Now he's trying to make shelf space to put us in.
Yes,
So if we can get a smaller box, still have the same amount of cigars, but get a smaller box, it's going to be easier
yes,
for these lounge owners to come on down.
hmm,
Let's do this,
yeah.
So, and it's that knowledge that guys have passed down to us, like change your box game.
Now, what size vitolas are you guys sticking with? Like, are you guys planning? You're saying a smaller box. Are you guys gonna go to like a robusto? I don't know if you guys have a smaller ring gauge. Like, what are you guys playing around with in that sense?
Yep. Yeah. So when we first came out, we didn't know what people wanted, what people liked. So we had Robusto, we had Toro, we had Coronas, we had Gordos, and Torpedoes. And as time started going on, we started realizing, and again, corporate America, all about data. I started looking at our sales and what we were pushing more. And my brother's like, hey, I see people's expression when I show them a Gordo or or Torpedo. And so now we've narrowed it completely
Okay,
down to Robusto and Toro.
okay,
That's it.
all right,
Carry. Now, we do have some friends of ours that are near and dear to our heart, and one of them, all he smokes is Gordos.
yeah.
Not saying that we won't a Gordo for him. We'll hook him up, of course. He's like family, but for the most part, yeah, Robustos and Toros is what we're sticking
Yeah, I
with.
mean, not everybody really has, 2 hours, 2.5 hours to smoke one of those gordos. But when you're speaking about a robusto and a toro, 45 minutes to an hour and a half, man. To me, that's plenty. I mean, I was
Oh
I
yeah,
was speaking
no,
I was speaking yesterday that I was smoking not too long ago, like a 7 by 60 or 7 by 70. That thing took me like 3.5 hours, like 4 hours to smoke it. And I'm like, there was a point that is like, all right, it's a little bit too much. It was a great cigar, but it's a little bit too much. And I'm like, let's keep it at the
yeah.
Toro or the Robusto size.
I mean, us young Thundercats, man, we don't have that much time, man. We're retired. We gotta go to work.
I hear that, man. I hear that.
Has your mindset changed from when you first got in the cigar business to now at all?
As far as
Just
like
where you want to be
just
at with your brand and everything?
yeah, first when we first started, even though I was passionate, I had tunnel vision. I was thinking small because it was just me. And then when my brother came on board, I started thinking bigger. When Valerie came on board, then I really started thinking big, and so did my brother. And so we get inspired by seeing other brands and how many
Hmm.
shops they're getting into. Like, we can do that too.
Yes.
We can be there just like everybody else. And my goal in all this is to create a legacy for my family.
Yeah.
And I know it's my brother's the same way, and Val, we're all on the same page. We're all beating to the same drum. But yeah, I like at first I thought I'm just going to be 80 years old rolling cigars at someone's wedding, just making a few extra bucks for me to go get my sangria and live life to the fullest, right? Now I'm thinking, nah, I want to be able to. My daughter came home the other day and she's like, Dad, I think it's the coolest thing. Because I went into Fusion, which is a huge liquor store here, but they got a big walk-in humidors. She goes, I walked by the humidor and I saw your cigars in the humidor. She's like, that's so cool. And that drove me. That's like, okay, time to get in any more shops now. So yeah, it's changed a lot, man. It's we're hungry.
Yeah.
We're hungry and we want to get out there.
So just to kind of like piggyback off that question, like I know again, you guys 2 years or whatever, but is there anything that you would now being 2 years in the game and now kind of like being a little bit more, knowledgeable? You got a whole team now, with Val and Pedro. Is there anything that you would kind of like do differently from like day one? That what you did, or is it kind of like, what, if it wasn't for those bumps and bruises, we wouldn't be where we're at?
No, that's exactly right. If it wasn't for those bumps and bruises, we wouldn't. She said it best the other night. Like, she watches me sometimes, and I take 3 steps forward, but then all of a sudden I'm taking 4 steps.
Okay.
Back, right, and that's what's keeping me going, and my brother going, and even Val going. And so we're just driving as hard as we can. I wish if I could have changed anything, I wish we would have known the box game.
Okay.
I wish we would have come out with boxes from day one. I think if we would have done that, it's like you start playing that what if game, right? What if we did come out with boxes? Would we be in more stores today than when we were already in? So yeah, it's been trial and error, but it's been good, because now the way I look at it is the next brand that comes up to us and says, hey, how did you guys do this? We already have advice, and it's solid advice, right? And that's what it's about, is helping the newer brands that are coming in after us. I'm not saying we're like some professionals or anything, but you know what I mean? Just starting out, and we can see where they're at. That's where we were, and let's give these guys a help.
Yeah, man. So all those days and all those nights that Val was laughing at you taking those pictures, it's built you into a better person.
I can take better pictures.
There you go, man.
I don't have my socks anymore.
There you go, man. There you go.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing I love about working with my brother and Val, is I learned so much from them. Like, sometimes I don't have time to research stuff, and my brother's a machine, and he starts researching, and next thing you know, he'll start teaching me some stuff and saying, hey, man, check this out.
Yeah.
They're doing this, they're doing that. We ought to think about doing that, or taking it to that, what someone has, and taking it to that next level. And it's the same thing with Valerie with social media. I mean, my brother and I could be sitting here at the table talking, just brainstorming, and she's on her phone. We think she's like Snapchatting or something. And next thing you know, she goes, oh, something like this.
I'm like,
we're like,
there you go.
You're like, yeah.
There you go.
Like, that's awesome, right? So it's cool to work with people that have the same mindset as you, the same passion and vision.
Yep.
And you said with the mobile lounge, you got the wear and tear.
Piggyback. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Val.
Piggybacking on that, like, we just left PA with Chuck at Fat Boys, and we stayed till midnight with him and his team and his wife and one of their clients in their club. And that's what we were just, that's the cool thing, is like meeting with other boutique brands, but like that's what we talked about with him, was like, growing pains and what we would do different. And like, we just sat there with him and went back and forth with like where our mistakes were, where their mistakes were. And that's what he said. He was like, dude, how do you guys do it? Like, how do you do this all the time? Like, y'all seem to be going on. And we do, because we all work 9-to-5 jobs. Drew and I work from home all day.
Okay.
And then we do this. But it's this industry, and to grow in it, it's constant.
Yes.
Like, we breathe, sleep cigars, but we love it because, we drove 14 hours to go do a cut and light. But when we got there, that was the reward. Like, it was amazing to meet Chuck, his wife, his employees, see their lounge, and then to hang out all day with their clients and their customers and talk to them about cigars and pick our brain. It was worth every minute, every hour of that drive up there and back for our day. And we got so much out of it, and just the joy that we got out of being with those people who are buying our cigars and loving our cigars, and actually getting to meet people that are smoking your cigars. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put You can't put money on that. Like,
No.
that's why we do what we do, and we love it,
Yeah.
and it's hard, and we have growing pains, and we go through things, but that's what I said. Like, everybody in this boutique industry right now, it's huge and it's growing, and if we just put our head down and keep going, it's going to be, all of us are going to come out huge.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. And I could only imagine. I mean, that feeling that you are a brand owner now, you have your own cigar, like what you said with the mobile lounge, you were selling your cigar, and it's like we're gonna make it work. And now that you're actually seeing people loving your cigar, you're seeing the great interaction that people are having with you. I mean, the feeling must just be. I mean, you're a person that's served in the military and all of that, but this is a different kind of experience because you're still doing doing a service, but now it's like this is your product, man. This is something that you're pushing for someone to enjoy, and it must be an awesome, an amazing feeling.
It is. It's almost like sometimes you feel like a rock star almost, right?
Hey,
Like
there you go, man.
you feel like a rock star, and it's
There you
it's
go.
a feeling, but but we appreciate it because it's the consumers that are making us feel that way. Um, like our we have a goal. My brother and I have talked about it, and we would love to own our own cigar lounge. And Val's right on board with us, right? We'd love to have our own lounge. So one of the projects that we're working on now is bringing other brands into our mobile cigar lounge and carrying other boutique brands, just boutique, right?
Yep.
So we can educate the folks around our community about the boutique brands. So when we do open up our lounge, they're going to be like, hey, where's such and such? Or I want to try, I heard such and such has got a new release coming out. Do you have it yet? And it'll be a lot easier for us when we open up our doors. So, yeah, it's great. I can't say it enough.
As a consumer, to walk into Fat Boys and see his plethora of boutique cigars that he has for sale, I was in heaven. It
Wow. All right.
it was the best thing ever. So like going, I mean, he had the legacies that I love, but like to see all of those boutiques in there in his humidors, it was amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
First thing when she said when she walked in was, I'm going shopping. I'm like, let's set up the table.
So now, like going. So now, a quick question that you mentioned that, like, are you guys still smoking legacy brands, or are you guys kind of like just sticking to like your own stuff right now?
I'll tell you what, like my go-to, and I love the cigar, is the Perdomo
Okay.
champagne. I love that cigar.
I love that cigar as well, man.
It's always been my go-to.
Yep.
And I don't know, I gravitate a little bit towards Perdomo because Navy guy started his business out of his garage, pretty much like us. I mean, my rolling table is like 3 feet that way, right? And so I gravitate a little bit towards his. But this past week when we were at Fat Boys, he had a champagne, and I kind of looked at it and just kept on walking and went right to the boutique.
There you go.
It's just what boutique brands are putting out.
Yes.
Bro, they're fire. I mean,
Yeah.
they are legit, and it's with the changing points along each third, and I mean, man, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it.
I mean, especially here in PA, like you're absolutely right. I mean, there's a lot of lounges over here. Like I live in the Lehigh Valley, but if you go like 40 minutes out to Reading, Pennsylvania, if you go out to the, even in Lehigh Valley, we got a lot of cigar lounges that they have a lot of events with these boutique brands that they're trying to get the name out there. The one difference that I do see, like with your brand, is that you kind of like have a team that's helping, which always like that's always a helping, I guess, a factor. And a lot of these guys are doing it by themselves, where you're lucky enough to have that family, and I think that that's what's kind of like separating you also from a lot of these other boutique brands. So hats off to the family, man, not just you.
Yeah, well, and I'll tell you what, the guys that are doing it by themselves, my hat's off to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if you have a 9 to 5.
It's not easy. It's
and
not
you do it
easy.
by yourself, man,
Yeah.
you're my hero. You're my hero.
And unfortunately, a lot of guys give up because of that, because it overwhelms them. They're the only ones doing it. Where you guys, like you said, Val was laughing at you with the pictures, but now she's doing it. Yeah, it's all fun and games, but when it comes down to it, that helps because now you can focus on one entity, she could focus on another, Pedro could focus on whatever he's got to do, and that only makes your team a lot stronger. So where these boutique guys are doing it by themselves, it could overwhelm them, and they kind of like just give up. Meanwhile, they got a great product, and they just don't have anybody helping them, assisting them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the cigar vault in PA, like you were saying, they got a lot of craft boutique cigars in there that
Yes.
Mhm.
on them. I'm like, and then like I said, he told me earlier, the Fat Boys, he's like, that's the mecca of all of them.
Yeah, those guys there, and Cigar Vault was another one. We sat down with them for a little while, talked, went to their humidor, and I mean, it was just and Leaf and Bean. I mean, their cigar lounge. Like when you walk in, you're like, what am I walking into? But then when you actually get in there and you see the core, it's amazing. And then you walk into the humidor, it's just like you can hear the angels playing the harps in there. It's just like, man, look at this. So, because we don't have a lot of boutiques here in the Panhandle, like that's why we were stocking up
We're in
because
heaven.
we couldn't around here. You can't find anything like
Take
that.
all my money. Take it all.
So now
Yeah, you're
Ready to
right.
go to PA.
let's go to the wolf pack now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh
hell
man,
yeah. Hell yeah.
there you go, man.
I say I still got to try the silverback that we got on the Wolfpack.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be picking in the brain.
Usually, how many viewers we got right now to try and do that giveaway?
Oh yeah, let's do this giveaway, man.
Bro, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. My connection
Yeah,
is
we can hear you.
horrible tonight, bro.
Yeah, it's all right, man. Listen,
All
we're
right,
live,
so
man. We're live, man. So do what you can, and let's get this prize. Let's give somebody a prize, man.
Had to do hashtag Haze Gray.
And again, thank you, Val, and Pedro and Rui for donating the prize. Doing the giveaway on this live.
17 people.
Yeah, absolutely. Our pleasure.
We can run it with
Try to get
17.
Try to get the guys on Instagram too if you want. I mean, I don't know if you want to include some of the guys on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's up to you. I mean,
But how we gonna do this, Rafi?
I don't know. I don't have a roulette. I mean, unless I don't know if Pedro or one of them just wants to. I don't know if guys want to just kind of like flip, or I don't know what you want to do.
I got the roulette on my phone, but you're the one that can see the people on it. I cannot see who's connected. I can only see the number of
Okay.
people connected. So I can just do it by number, and then when I get the number, you let me know who's 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 or 17.
I don't think I
whatever.
get numbers. I just get names. That's all I get.
Say they're putting them in now.
But do you have like a room where people are in?
Not necessarily. I don't have anything like that. I don't see anything over here like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't see anything with it would just be names.
All right, so you're gonna have to give me the names, bro. I have to put them in.
So you got Wesley, Jennifer, Peter's got Al Galva,
So West,
Argal Val. So he don't count.
we got
Yeah, they
hold
would know
on,
the names
hold
because
on.
we don't want to give it to somebody, like Pedro that works for the company. But yeah, just
Yeah,
I mean
Oh,
you
yeah.
got yeah.
Pedro wins everything. Pedro
Yeah, he's over
Yeah,
here.
he does.
He's always saying he's over here saying that he doesn't work a 9 to 5. He works a 7 to whenever. I mean, I don't know what you guys got him doing. I don't know.
Yeah, let me play that violin for him.
Yeah.
Let me play that violin.
Yeah, these Chicago Bear fans. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking.
He's still
Yeah.
running around talking about this is our year. Shit.
Oh man. Oh man. Hey guys, I mean, I guess everybody that's watching, I guess just say say hello, Haze Gray, hashtag Haze Gray, so that they could put you into the roulette. Try to win yourself some cigars.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that's all
catch,
it is, man. Whoever you could, whoever hashtags Haze Gray on the on the YouTube, your name will pop up, and Yosley's gonna write your name on the roulette, and let's try to pick a winner before we close this out.
Absolutely.
And while he's doing that, thank you guys for definitely jumping on board. I know it's been an hour and a half, but I definitely appreciate not only the cigar, man, but your story, just the family that you guys are bringing into this community, the cigar community. And I wish you guys truly, truly the best, man. I truly hope that you guys do whatever you got to do, and just your success keeps rising and rising and rising.
Thanks, Crafty. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate you guys
Yeah,
having us on. We're definitely pumped and excited
yeah,
for the partnership with y'all and the opportunity
yeah,
and the faith that you're taking, the leap of faith in
yes,
us, and it means the world to us for sure.
yeah.
Um,
And
and we're
just a quick thing. I know one of the guys that just jumped on, his Royu son. He's actually one of my lodge brothers, and he's a Navy veteran. So there you
oh,
go, man. He's a Navy veteran. Yeah, man.
yeah,
And thank you
So
for all that have served our country too.
yeah,
Whatever branch.
yeah, Royu son. Again, you already know. I always tell you, thank you for your service, man. So there's a fellow Navy brother of yours.
hell yeah. You know, it's funny. We since we changed the name, like I mentioned, the dog tag, our band says War Dogs. So when we first started, we came out as War Dogs, Bourbon and Cigars, because we wanted to do bourbon and cigars, and we figured
All
it
right.
was a big hill to climb already. So we put the bourbon on the back burner. Well, we went to trademark. War Dog was already taken from
Okay.
overseas that makes cigar boxes, and we were devastated. We already bought branding and all that, cards and all sorts of stuff. So we sat around for a while and trying to think of names and asked Siri and AI and chat LMNOP and all that. And you know what? What about Haze Gray? Navy term. Let's go with it. And we did.
There you go.
And now it's funny, like you can always tell the sailors because they'll walk by and they'll be like, Haze Gray and underway. I'm like, yeah, that's a sailor right there. Because if you're in the Navy, you know what Haze Gray means.
We live in
Oh,
a
there you go.
huge
There
military
you
town
go.
here. So like we
There
have
you
so
go.
many Navy guys that love our Haze Gray. They love our boxes. They love the dog tags. So we couldn't have picked a better.
That's what I love about the Patriot, how it's got the service dog with the servicemen. That's a great combination.
Yeah, my brother right now, he's kicking some ideas around and changing the band for the
Okay.
Patriot. It's not going to look like the rest of them, but it's still going to be different, and we're going to keep the service member and the service dog in the band. So that'll be a small little change that we're going to make.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I got 13 people in. I know
There's more, but I think some of them
We
are
got
just
20.
kind of like again, Pedro's in it. I don't know who else. Like I said, whoever put hashtag Haze Gray, just put those names in there.
I just don't
Yeah,
want
I
to miss
know.
anybody because I cannot scroll down.
Yeah,
to
you
see.
got Jimmy Nine Toes, you got Jennifer, you got Royu Son,
Yes,
you got
Gary.
Yep.
Maddie.
who
Maddie, you got
Who? Maddie? Yeah,
Cigar
I got
Dudes
Maddie.
podcast.
Royalson,
Randy.
Wesley. Because we got people on Instagram that already got here, and then here we got like
There you
21 people on YouTube. So we definitely, yeah, I got CCW too. Guys, and listen, whoever wins, whoever gets the win, you gotta
Yeah.
send me a message on Instagram, Wolfpack Cigar Club, and I'll get your information, and then I'll pass it on directly to
Yep.
Haze Gray. So regular dude I have, I got Wesley.
We're giving a 5-pack sampler along with
There you
a
go.
Haze Gray lighter and Haze Gray cutter.
There you go, man.
Wow. Nice. So Ismael, you're not getting
Yeah,
the
she's actually going to
5-pack.
bed.
So we got
Which never goes to bed.
we got
That's why he got the blood of Vlad.
we
He's a
got
vampire.
Amanda. Let me put
Yeah.
He said he
Amanda.
got to get ready. He said he's got to get
Yeah,
ready
I
for
know.
4 a.m. I mean, I guess.
Oh, you must be right. You must be driving to go get cigars or something.
What, bro?
All right.
He's gonna smoke a cigarette with blood and drink
But
blood.
listen, just to go back to this cigar, man. Again, I'm smoking the Admiral. Outstanding, outstanding cigar. Not because you guys are here with me, but this cigar, I am loving this cigar. Again, I'm afraid of the Brotherhood one. I think I'm gonna save that one for maybe when the weather calms down a little bit because it's hot out here. So
Yeah.
again, I'm not a full body smoker, so I would definitely I want to enjoy the cigar. But
Yeah.
this cigar right here, man, outstanding smoke, man, outstanding. Hats off to the team.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And I smoked the Patriot. I smoked the Patriot. 100% recommend the guys. The Patriot for
Admiral,
me is more on
down with the nub.
a medium plug.
Still
Oh
going.
shit, bro!
That's why I use the poker.
Yeah. Yeah,
God damn.
CCW, the Admiral
All right, so
is amazing. This cigar is amazing.
yeah,
And it's actually pretty deceiving because since the wrapper is like, because everybody has like that mindset that the darker the wrapper is, the stronger the cigar. A lot
Yeah.
of people have that, but because this cigar, the wrapper is very dark on this one, and it's not full body at all. It's a real nice, straightforward. Even on the retro, the spice is not too much. Beautiful. It just and with the coffee, oh my god, it complimented my coffee out. Amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's we get that quite a bit in the lounge. They think that the darker and even the party that we worked, the Mardi Gras crew party that we worked a couple of weeks ago, they were all gravitating towards the 82 and the 1996, the barber pole, because they thought the darker ones were just too strong for them, and that's not even.
Yeah, it's definitely not the case,
Yeah. So
I could definitely tell you guys again. I love Habanos. This is definitely not a full body. Anyone could smoke this one.
yeah, and I'll tell you that Admiral with Chardonnay.
Oh, all right,
Look,
all right,
yes,
all
so
right,
the Chardonnay.
all
Yeah, it's
right.
good with bourbon too.
bourbon.
all right.
Yeah, yep.
Oh shit! You guys cannot see the because of the
Hey,
light.
we trust you, man. Just spin the wheel, man. We trust you, man.
You guys see it now?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
good
see it
now.
there. Yeah, like I said, man, we trust you, man. Just give it a few shuffles and just go for the spin.
Yeah, I just gotta put down the brightness so you guys can see it. All right, so all right. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, guys. I just try to grab all the names that I could. So here we go.
This is definitely not a.
Hold
Let's see who the. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. It's
Good luck,
spinning. It's
everyone.
spinning.
on. Cigars and firearms.
There
Congratulations
you go.
to
There you go.
Frankie.
Congrats.
Cigars and firearms. There you go, man.
Congratulations to you, Frankie. He's gonna be a new member of Wolfpack Cigar Club really soon. So congratulations to you, brother. You're gonna get a 5-pack and some accessories as well. So send me on the IG. Send me your shipping address so I can send it to Haze Break.
Yeah, definitely, man. Hey, listen, to the Haze Great team, man. Listen, it's been a pleasure again, man. I guess we gonna. It's that time of the night, maybe call it a. Listen, give us some partying words, man. Give us anything that you want to speak about and kind of like close us out.
Yeah, man. I really just want to thank everybody that's shown us the love and the support, especially tonight. Everyone that's been watching, we appreciate you guys more than you know. We're excited. We got a lot of things up our sleeves coming out here soon. We got a new blend coming out. We got a new sample pack that we're putting together with a different type of cigar that we're also going to sit down and hammer it out with Ish. And so we definitely have a lot of things coming out. 2026 is going to be the start of a lot of cool things coming out from Haze Gray. And
Beautiful.
again, we want to say thank you for all the support, and we're looking forward to the partnership with the Wolfpack Cigar Club. We're like I said, when you guys hit us up, we were super pumped and excited. So thanks again for everything.
I'm glad I was able to cross paths with everyone here to get us together.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Greg, again, man, for you know, kind of like bringing this to light as well, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you,
appreciate
Val.
Yes,
We got to talk a little
yes.
more than any other time.
Thank you,
too.
guys. Have a great night,
Yeah,
everybody.
thank you again, and listen to everybody that tuned
Yeah.
in. Thank you guys again. The video will be up on YouTube. Please like, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Again, we do a lot of giveaways when we reach certain milestones, subscribers. But again, thank you so much, and you know, everybody have a good night, man. Appreciate.
And don't forget to follow Haze Grays on Instagram and Facebook.
Thank you,